ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Surya Shekhar Ganguly, Kings Pawn Game, concio Michael Jiggity Jr., International Grandmaster from Philippines, versus the Grandmaster Surya Shekhar. Chicky, 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 chicky. Both players developing the knights. Here comes the Biggity Bishop from our heroic hero, Mr. Concio from Philippines. Looking like a London system to me. Chicky, 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 chicky. Gangula Surya Shekhar. 1 hour and 27 seconds on the clickety clock, and both players not going to need that much time to finish this game on up. We'll see, however, ladies and gentlemen, already 3 minutes. I guess we're fast forwarding a little bit. Concio Michael Jiggity Jr. Concio Michael Jiggity Jr. Castles on up, ready to take down Mr. Surya Shekhar, International Grand Miggity Master, Crazy High ELO, International Grand Master from India, Crazy High ELO. 1 hour, 20 minutes on the clickety clock for him. Versus Concio Michael Jr., less than half the time spent, more assured of himself. No castle yet, for there we see it. Ganguly, International Grand Master from India. Chicky chicky chess, blitz style. Or not really even blitz style, because they got 1 hour 21 minutes on the clickety clock. Mr. Michael thinking quite a bit on that last liggity move. Miggity move, ladies and jiggly. Here comes the offensive from Mr. Ganguly, bringing the bishop out there to play. Gonna be taken for its efforts, however, doubling on up on the biggity pawns from Mr. Concio, Michael Concio Jr. 2,378 ELO versus the Grand Miggity Master Ganguly. Ganguly's got 2,572. Wowzers, that's a high ELO. Holy cowzers, that's a high ELO. Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli, that's a high ELO. Chicky. Michael Concio Jr. bringing you the middle board game here. Both players castling kingside. Both players looking like they're lining on up for a mid-board assault. Here comes the biggity bishop threatening that riggedy rook, and he's going to diggity double on, diggity down this e-file, ladies and jiggly, or d-file I should say, ladies and jiggly. The d-file already got a pretty big traffic jam up there. Will he decide to go 3 pawns traffic jammed up? No, he's not gonna take the biggity bait. Here comes the even on up of this chicky chessboard. Let's turn the biggity music up a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, what happened there? Oops, we're going biggity back, ladies and jiggly, way back to the past. What happened there? All right, biggity back to the past, blast to the future. Here comes the chicky, what we just saw. Chicky, wiki. Okay, we're biggity back, ladies and jiggly, gentlemen. We've seen this before, but we're seeing it again because we don't want to ruin the score. 39 minutes, Mr. Junior. 20 minutes less for the Grand Miggity Master Ganguly, International Grand Giggity Master from India. Chicky. 2,500 ELO, crazy high though. Chicky. Alright, Mr. Michael Jiggity Jr. gonna take the biggity bishop down and offer the queen exchange. Not a biggity bad plan, and the queen exchange acceptable to biggity black, the Grand Ganguly Master Surya Shekhar. Wowzers, 39 minutes on the clock. He thought about that for like 15 miggity minutes before he made his miggity move. Even the clickety clock on, even on up. Both players with riggedy rooks, both players with horses hopping on and diggity down, hopping riggedy round the chickity chessboard. Here's the riggedy rooks. There's the biggity pin, trying to push that riggedy rook off. And rook's gonna miggity move forward, undazed, undaunted. Here's the horse and biggity moving on, biggity back, trying to rethink his attack. Yeah, I think he's trying to, OMG, gonna be pushed right riggedy back. Where's he gonna go? No plans, no chances, but here comes the rook exchange, taking the biggity pawn, and we see a diggity doubling up of that riggedy rook. Cool. Will he decide? Yes, he does, and decide to take that riggedy rook right riggedy down. His opponent going to do the same, and that's going to leave the horse able to hop around, jiggity jump around, chicky jump around, ladies and gentlemen, boys and giggly girls. Doubled up pawn's gonna allow him to protect his knight and biggity move up the board simultaneously. Chicky chess. Biggity blitz style, not blitz style actually. 24 minutes on the clock, just about biggity blitz time. Ladies and jiggly, boys and giggly girls, here comes the jiggity chess you've all been waiting for. Grand Master Ganguly Sura Shekar, Crazy High Yellow versus Concio, Mr. Concio, Michael Jr. Concio, Michael Concio Jiggity Jr. There's the tripling up of the biggity pawns. Gonna triple him on up, but luckily for Biggity Black, he's there with the counter attack. Gonna be pushing this horse right on off. He's gonna be moving right there, offering another TD trade. Will it be an A-OK trade? Check it? Question mark. Oh my gosh! Look at the trades just being offered here, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to trade? Do you want to trade? Do you want to trade? Chess. OMG. A trades what's for me as he now realizes he's gonna have to lose his riggedy rook here too. Chess. Ladies and jiggly, boys and giggly, down to one horse and just a few piggity pieces as both these piggity players down to 2 minutes for Michael. An hour and a half. This has been a marathon of a game. Ganguly Sura Shekar with 8 minutes versus his opponent's less than 1 miggity minute on the clickety clock. Can he diggity defeat his opponent with only 1 minute on the clickety clock? Sura Shekar, chicky chess, biggity blitz style for realsies now. 6 minutes on the clock with 1 minute 17. Looks like he's gaining a couple of seconds for every miggity move he makes. Oh, there we see the timer working his way back up. Working it up to 1 minute 30 seconds, hopefully for him, but he's still miggity making his miggity moves rocket speed, like he's playing biggity blitz style of chicky chess. Down to 40 seconds. OMG, Michael Concio Jr. Jiggity Jr. Chicky versus Ganguly Sura Shekar. This game just boiling on diggity down to the last 24 seconds here. 24 seconds here. Did he get 30 more minutes? How did he cash in 30 more minutes? They both got 30 more minutes on the time. A gentleman's biggity bet is they both have 30 more minutes, but down to, no, that's 30 more seconds because he's down to 6 seconds point. It's down to the last 6 seconds. Here's a chicky check. Lickety, ladies and gentlemen, 14 seconds to 6 seconds. Both players making their miggity moves rocket speed. Chicky chess. Ladies and jiggly, boys giggly. This game just winding on diggity down. Here goes the horse, has now been defeated. International Griggity Grandmaster Ganguly Sura Shekar. But he's got the victorious march to victory is Mr. Michael Concio with the last piggity pawns moving their way up to the future. 3 seconds on the clickety clock. He's gonna make a riggedy run right for that. Ladies and gentlemen, both players riggedy running. Here comes the king drawn away to try to stop. This is the chicky check. Ladies and jiggly, boys giggly. There's the chicky check. And he's gonna have to riggedy run there to try to biggity block this eventual game here. And then that's going to bring the king on down 8 seconds to 12 seconds on the clickety clock. Both players making their biggity moves as rocket speed as they can possibly do. Is that game? Nope, game is about to be over. As we're just, you got to make your move within 12 seconds there, buddy. Chicky 12 seconds there, buddy. Chicky 12 seconds there, buddy. And that's going to be the eventual GG, as we can see, ladies and jiggly, gentlemen. That's it, GG. The game doesn't move. That's who wins, who loses. I would have to say Biggity Black wins, probably. I don't know, actually. Probably White wins. Gonna go with the Queen. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, who won? Come on, round number 4. Who won? Who knows? Chicky, both at a time. Chicky.